Hello again everybody, I hope you're enjoying your scouting and having a great time. I'm back at Moor House this weekend where there's a practical skills weekend where some of our leaders are taking on some new activities, trying some new things to become better leaders. And today I'm going to be talking about the importance of practical skills training. So this weekend is a practical skills training day here at Moor House, and when we talk about practical skills we are obviously talking about some practical skills. There's going to be some bushcraft. Last night there were some campfires, not just taking part in the campfires but how to organise a campfire, how to run a successful campfire. As you'll see from some of the videos, we've had people taking part in some of the activities. Tomorrow they'll be doing some inductions to run some activities. So Scout leaders can bring more young people here, take part in various things for which permits aren't needed. We're having some permit assessments as well. You'll see that there are people being assessed for climbing permits on the tower. And we've also had Peter from the regional support team coming and running some sessions on growing groups and also some sessions later on youth shape. So the focus very much is on a relatively informal mix of practical things that our volunteers need, and that's really, really important. Take a look and see what's going on.
Pressure's on.
So when I started in scouting as an adult, which is over 35 years now, the training we used to do, the old basic and advanced, and even the later L1 and L2 courses always used to contain a lot of practical training, and very often a lot of that was camp-based training. You had opportunities to meet people, to share ideas, to share stories. And since we went to the new modular scheme, although that helps a lot of people in terms of accessing those modules, if for instance you work weekends, part of the challenge has been we've reduced the amount of practical training we include in that. And it's really important that we get back into that so that we can help our young people to develop skills for life. And sometimes it's not just the practical skills, it's what lies behind those. So one example I give is when we talk about fire lighting or fire building, I always like to talk about fire building. And that's because it's not just about lighting a fire. Anybody can put together some material and strike a spark and light a little flame. But it's about the planning. Why do you want your fire? What do you want it to do? The preparation, gathering the kindling and the fuel, lighting your fire so it'll burn for long enough. And it's actually taking those individual practical skills that we can teach our young people and looking at the more abstract skills that it helps young people to develop later through their lives. So there are going to be very few times where a young person needs to light a fire in their life to stay warm or to cook food, other than through the sort of things we do in the outdoors with them. But the planning, the preparation, putting that plan into execution is really very important. So there are so many things we can teach our young people in terms of skills for life. But first of all, as adult volunteers, we need to make sure that our adults can master those skills to pass them on to our young people so that those can be successful. And that's why a weekend such as we've got here, and big thanks to Sunderland and Seaham District for organising this weekend, that's why it's so important. And next year in 2019 we're going to make sure that we have at least a couple of days of practical skills training where people can come and do backwoods cooking, get some permits, and also take part in some workshops, learn about some more theoretical side of scouting. But most of all, have an opportunity to meet other people, share stories and really enjoy their adult training. So it's a great day here. You can see the weather's fantastic, whatever you're doing, enjoy your scouting and make sure you're keeping up to date with your practical skills.